The Federal Executive Council has approved the validation, adoption and extension of the National Anti-Corruption Strategy Document 2022 to 2026. This is aimed at sustaining and enhancing the renewed onslaught against corruption and other acts of economic sabotage in the country. Attorney General and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami announced this while briefing journalists after the council's meeting. State House correspondent Adam Sambu reports.
The approval of the extension of the National Anti-Corruption Strategy by the Hybrid Council meeting followed the expiration of the existing policy document covering the period 2017 to 2022. Before the action, however, the meeting presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari critically analyzed the impact of the strategy on the fight against corruption in Nigeria. Members were unanimous in their submissions that major successes have been recorded in plugging the loopholes associated with corruption, thereby minimizing corrupt practices and dealing appropriately with those found to have abused public trust.
Today, we are recording successes in terms of convictions to the extent that a single agency of government, if you take, for example, the EFCC, within a year, I'm talking of 2022, we have recorded over 3,000 convictions from the point of 109 convictions in over 10 years by previous administration. And then if you are looking at it from other perspectives, for example, perspectives relating to the recovery of the looted assets, the government of President Muhammadu Buhari has succeeded in recovering around $1 billion from its inception to date.
The document, amongst others, is centered on the prevention of corruption, public enlightenment, campaign for ethical reorientation, enforcement and sanctions, as well as recovery and management of proceeds of crime.
The implication of which is that we now have in place a new anti-corruption strategy policy document, which is a product of collaboration, consensus among the justice sector and law enforcement agencies.
Works and Housing Minister Babatunde Raji Fashola also secured the approval of 14.095 billion naira augmentation for the completion of the Kano Western Bypass to be executed under the Sukuk bond scheme.
Some of the items covered by the augmentation include the need to construct a flyover at Dawanu International Market Interchange, and also the need to construct more hydraulic facilities to help drain water, especially in the parts of the road that pass through the urban centers and towns. This would link the Kano-Maiduguri highway, which is also nearing completion, as some of you might know.
The Minister, Babatunde Fashola, also used the opportunity to reassure Nigerians that the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, Abuja-Kaduna-Kano Highway, and the second Niger Bridge projects will be fully completed and put to use under the present administration.
On Lagos-Ibadan, we have just 6 kilometers to complete between Shagamu and Lagos. On Abuja to Kano, from Kano to Zaria, by the 15th, that place should be free of any diversion. And between Zaria to Kaduna, there will be about just 2 diversions. And between Abuja to Kaduna, there will be only 4 diversions. So all the rest will be opened up to facilitate end-of-year movement. On the Niger Bridge, as I have reported, we finished the bridge. What is remaining now is the approach road from the Onitsha and the Asaba end.
Those legacy projects of the Buhari presidency, the minister emphasized, are assets and investments deliberately undertaken in aid of, amongst others, the expansion and development of Nigeria's economic capacity, creating wealth and replacing poverty with prosperity. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.